All right, what are we doing today, Maxwell?
So today we are going to be doing the front bumper thread fix. If you're like me and your car is lowered or slightly lowered in the front, you often clip, you know, curbs or speed bumps and this gets rubbed, or if you over torque these clips right here, they will rip out of your bumper and kind of look something a little bit like this right here. That side already has this part on it, but what this is just a piece of sheet metal with a rivet nut in it, and you'll rivet it in 4 locations. So it'll go something like this. Then you have more distributed load over your bumper, and you don't rip those clips out and end up tearing your bumper up even more every time you have to take off your Z1 undershroud or other factory plastic undershroud. So that's what we're doing. The first step is to get a pencil and a drill with a 3/16 inch drill bit in it. You're not gonna need the drill just yet, but what you're gonna do is take these and you're gonna hold this up on the underside of your bumper. You're gonna want this rounded part facing towards the rear of your vehicle. You're gonna get this kind of lined where you want it. Our undershrouds specifically have these slots, so you have a little bit of left to right play. It's not super critical that you get it exactly where it needs to go, as long as it's roughly in this area. So you'll get it centered where you want. You'll take your pencil or other marking device, and you'll make 4 marks where you're going to drill your holes for your rivets. Just like that. So third one's not very visible, so I'm gonna go back and remark that a little bit. All right, close enough. So next, we'll take your 3/16 inch drill bit on your drill and send it. Make sure you don't drill into your fingers if you have to hold your bumper like that. You're gonna see some of this this collar of plastic that builds up when you drill into it. If you have a 3/16 inch is the size of the holes on this plate. So sometimes you'll have to go back and forth and ream it out just to make sure that that hole is the right diameter to get these, the thicker part of this rivet here through that hole we just drilled. So I'm gonna go ahead and take one of these and just double check that it's a bit of a tight fit, but it goes in. So we gotta do that 3 more times. Then we'll get the plate on and then we'll start riveting it down. So once you get your holes drilled, it's time to put this on. So the way this installs, this right here is a riv nut. So it's a rivet that's got a little threaded bit in it. That's where your bolts that attach your undershroud are gonna go. What we need to do is line it up just like you had it to mark your spots, but you're going to, had it backwards. You're gonna line it up on top of the bumper this time, not below the bumper. So next step is to get all of our rivets through those holes we drilled. Make sure they line up with the bracket itself. There we go. Now that we've got our rivets in, it's time to take our, most people have like a rivet gun, but ours looks more like bolt cutters. So use your rivet gun, we're gonna use ours. I haven't clipped off any of the rivets yet. I haven't tightened them down. So what I like to do when I install these is make sure that all 4 of your rivets, the thick part of that collar, I don't have one on me, I'll go grab one real quick. When you have your rivet, the thick part, which is the shiny part right here, that's what needs to go through your bumper and through the bracket. You wanna make sure that this edge is all the way through your bracket before you start tightening these down. Otherwise, all you're doing is clamping your bumper to itself and not the bracket to your bumper. So that's why I put these in prior to, you know, cutting any of them off with the rivet gun. I like where they're at, I like how far they're all in. If you're like me and your bumper is a little folded, a little scuffed, a little scratched, sometimes these bumpers, they flex out, they like to flatten. So you might have to kind of manhandle it a little bit, but if you get your holes drilled right, you shouldn't really have that much of a problem. So I guess I'm gonna start from the inside right here. There's one. Just double check, make sure I didn't walk out. Last one here. And just like that, that's how easy it is to install the front bumper thread fix on your Nissan 350Z. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment on what how-to videos you want to see next. Thanks for watching. I'm Max with Z1 Motorsports. Take it easy.